Hey, you guys. I thought I'd just go a little bit early, for this listening party. This was 9 months in the making. It's called Discarded Time Path Obsolete Report, and I'm gonna go to I'm gonna show you guys. Oops. Here is the album where it's going to stream from. Here's the website it's going to stream from. And I've been doing this for about 4 years, uploading songs onto here. Some songs have gone on other streaming platforms, but I I've been only working with Bandcamp for the most part. And each song here, like this is Dagwood's Dreams, for instance, right? Each song is about a character and a character's journey, and it starts in this album here, which is self-titled, and like 3 or 4 different characters are introduced, and then it continues on throughout these albums. So it's kind of ridiculous in a way, but I created my own sci-fi world. I was inspired by the concept to do this by David Lynch, because he pretty much told his fans to create their own worlds, right? So like they took the reverse too seriously. The same characters that I started off with, these are more songs about that, and you could go into the song's description here, and you end up in the parentheses here. Here's another one about Chase Dagwood. We last left him in 4 ages of this relief, blah, 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 right? The notes are pretty much for me, so I could keep track of all of this stuff. But on the new one, which we'll be listening today, it just came out yesterday. When you actually go into, when you click into a song, in the parentheses down here, you'll actually have other songs you can click to. And I'm going to go back to the beginning and add links as I roll out the story. I'm going to be rolling out the story on YouTube, and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to tell the story on YouTube, and then I'm going to release the song, and then it's going to go on all different platforms. And I'm going to work with someone who will help tweak the songs, because right now I'm just a laptop hack, just having fun on the laptop. I use Ableton Live, but so I only know songs sounding good, if it's in my little MP3 player here. Oh, I got some friends here. I really appreciate you swinging by. Awesome. What up, Damien? So yeah, I'm going to be live in 3 minutes. So what I got to do is I got to share the screen here, and it's the listening party. Okay. So we're going to hear all these new songs. There are like 23 different freaking songs, and I'm going to actually share. I'm going to actually do a better screen than this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And that way I'm checking in on anyone who's in on the Bandcamp live stream. I did this last year, man. It was a freaking blast. I just pretty much showed comics and stuff because this universe that I'm creating is essentially my own comic book world, and yeah, so I want to get an artist. Higgy Pop actually sketched one of my characters already, which I'm really excited about. What up, Matthew? Thanks for being here, my man. No audio right now? Okay, good. You never know. Well, so Sleepy Reader is on YouTube, and he's getting the audio. Cool. Yeah, so Discarded Time Path Absolute Report. Discarded Time Path Obsolete Report is a 23 song album, like old school albums, where all the songs are mixed up and presented as an album, right? But all my works from the last 4 years on Bandcamp are all interconnected. And I'm going to work with someone to go back to the older songs, straighten them out, and get them ready for, Spotify and other platforms where people actually listen to music. So I'm really excited about it. Very cool, man. Hey, okay. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate being here. We met on the Discord. So Seed to Stage, from Seed to Stage, right? That's Anthony's Discord. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And we're gonna start here soon. Well, actually, maybe I came on a little too early, didn't I? Let me because the streaming starts in 10 minutes over here. So what I'm going to do, there we go. And I'm going to add this one. I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to stop screen. There we go. And then we're going to share screen again, and we're going to go back to just the normal one here, which is this. And we'll see how I'm looking there. There you go. And this is it, you guys. This was last year's Action Epiphanies. I think I'm the most proud of this one. This is 32 songs I have here. And Burning Desire was before that. Each one I really love. I think this was 17 songs. And here is Weird Scenes Inside the Toy Labyrinth, right? You could blame pretty much Guided by Voices. This one was, this was a 32 song release as well. And I got my friend the Bunny Lotep did a review here. I got to catch up on my reviews. So thank you for that. People actually took time to review the album, and I really appreciate that. They took the reverse too seriously. I like this one a lot too. But not every song is ready for Spotify. So I got to make sure as I'm telling the story that, Apple, Spotify, blah, 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 right? Where everyone actually listens to music. I got to make sure that they're okay. And I think I'm working with someone to accomplish that goal. Starting next week, I'm going to introduce this world. And I'm very excited about it. Very, very excited about it. I started doing it. I started introducing the world like last year, but the songs weren't just right and they sound like crap. This is Perhaps Prudence is Best. I like this one too. This is where I'm starting to understand things a little bit, but there's still some crappy recorded material there. The Best Part Yet, these are more the earlier EPs. So this one was 7 songs. Here's Business Elsewhere, which was just one thing, just an impromptu thing I did. This one introduces Eddie Clive, which is a songwriting quantum theorist. I really, really I like all my characters, but Eddie Clive is awesome. Cloud Pusher is Isabella Kirkwood, who one day decided to lay it down on the grass and just focus on clouds and see if she could poke holes through them. And she managed to do that. And so she's introduced in this. But I got to redo the vocals because I didn't have the right setup. And a lot of the vocals sound super tinny, not good. And this is the very first one called Psychotronic Squirt Gun. So I'm really, really freaking excited about all of this here. And I want to thank my friends for being here too, man. This is so cool because I started this early and I already have a few people watching here. I probably came on a little too early. But I'm very excited for this right here, Discarded Time Path Obsolete Report. And the first song is titled You Said Something? Yeah, He's Busy. So that's that one. And then the second one is a self-titled Discarded Time Path Obsolete Report. Third one is Are you ready for new puzzles? And a lot of this is going to be like psychedelic rock, psychedelic synth rock, wave type stuff. Some of it post-punk, like the avant-garde type stuff, so it might not be to everyone's taste, but I really appreciate anyone who's checking this out, So let me get out of here because we're going to start in about 5 minutes. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, guys. Share screen. We're going to go back to this right here. And I got to check on it to make sure. I mean, last year, hey, Damien. Oh, here on Bandcamp too, man. Thank you so much. See, so I'm gonna be silent as the music this last year I had the mic on, and so it interrupted everything. But I will be saying hi in the Bandcamp as well. So you guys rock, man. Yeah, Buckaroo Banzai, man. You know it, dude. Yeah, Eddie Clive is a songwriting quantum theorist who fell into another world in which, in the world that I created, all artists, all movie producers, all musicians are considered magicians, right? And there's secret societies based on this. And Eddie Clive didn't know what he was doing. He was essentially a fool, like a fool on a tarot card, And with the advent of the internet, he just started messing around and hanging out in a couple chat rooms or where of his favorite bands, and he gets in a lot of trouble. And so yeah, that's Clive. That's Eddie Clive. Another one I like is Chase Dagwood, who has these incredible nightmares that he's on a different planet. Kind of like Starship Troopers, like he's on Mars or something, and he's battling. He's in a military unit, and he's battling these grasshopper things. That's another one. Then there's Daisy Ashcroft, who grew up in a ghetto, grew up hard, but somehow kept herself clean, and all she did was study martial arts, and she's not only a martial art badass, but she's also someone who is a disciplinary of the mind, right? And so she has her own dojo and all this other stuff, right? And she starts getting psychic impressions about the world around her. It's really freaking. I've been working on this for years. Even, God, I don't know, like 7 years, you guys. I think 8 years maybe. And I'm very proud of it. Then there's also 2 aspiring actresses, Polly Mathers and Callie Harper. Callie Harper's mother gets sick, and they both get out of high school. They were going to fly out to L.A., but her mother got sick, so she had to stay home, and Polly went there first. And so it's the adventures of that as well. There's also a psychiatrist called Dr. Clarissa Cates, who had a childhood friend that went mentally ill. And so her mission since a child is to find a cure for mental illness. And then the things that happened to her in this science fiction world I created. It's pretty dang awesome. It's like X-Files meets Star Wars or something. It's going to go in it with a little bit of Twin Peaks in there, Okay, you guys, I think I'm babbling enough, but I'm happy that you're here. Yeah, I'll definitely do vinyl someday. Right now I'm just having fun on the internet. You know what I mean? Ripley met them on the police building as a small ship came to rest. A cloud of escort ships dipped their fins in this discarded time path obsolete report. He opened the protective shields and laid out the contents. The codes informed him which reels were relevant, approximately suspected. Derail signified the dismemberment. Ripley listen only half learning words. They're automatically invalid words, omitting facts in fantasy land. A queer expression appeared on their faces. They halted, stammered, then abruptly ran. For an instant they had a collective phase. They felt the purge of a dismemberment. Which signified the dismemberment. Ripley raised the gun, stepping forward. He fired in the wires pulling from the platform. Laser gave a shrill shriek of agony and fell. In this discarded time path obsolete report. Discarded time path obsolete report. In this discarded time path obsolete report. Discarded time path obsolete report. In this discarded time path obsolete report. Discarded time path obsolete report. Discarded time path obsolete report. In this discarded time path obsolete report. Laser on the police building as a small ship came to rest. A cloud of escort ships dipped their fins in this discarded time path obsolete report. He opened protective shields and laid out the content. approximately suspected, ratified the dismemberment. Please listen, only half learning words. They're automatically invalid words. The papers fluttered from his hands. Discarded time path obsolete records. Mr. Harvard was still thinking about what she said to him. He just might know. Too much already, he figured to himself. He landed on his feet, and he wanted to remain there. Suddenly, his dream was typing something impossible. He thought, no one can touch me. Could ask his mind if they tried to hack me. Yeah, he went to trace them, and they're gone. There's no way. They can live without footprints he was, and reach fires, yet there was on his screen a message directed to him personally. What the fuck? Are you ready for new puzzles? 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 A master of cryptography. He already considered himself a master of cryptography. He didn't appreciate these trolls messing with him, but he was up for the challenge, so he went with it. He didn't appreciate these trolls messing with him, but he was up for the challenge, so he went with it. He had on his feet, he wanted to remain there. Suddenly, his scream was typing something impossibly carnage. Touch me, that's his mind. Spread your wings, be the nimble. Harold puzzle over all these puzzles. Left and deciphers the name of God. I am that I am. Exodus 3:4-2-1-5, supposedly pi. YHWH, an equation that provides their good, he thought. To himself they have to be, to keep in this interested. I/7 is a whole number, lucky number. And with that came access to unbelievable knowledge. Harold was absolutely stunned by it. Harold was absolutely stunned by it. Spread your wings, be the nimble. Puzzle unlike any other puzzle. Page decipher the name of God. I am that I am. Exodus 3:4-15, which becomes pi. YHWH, and that provides. The teacher conquered himself a very long time ago. Every day their minds have thinking for them, without them bothering with it. And every day it's been giving to the builder in their life, plan of their life, even though some of their life seems boring. It's because they haven't given their minds new information. Haven't taken note of the commonality of their predictable lives. Isabella does not to replace these things. However, she has what it takes to truth to feed herself in her life. Plan of her life, even though none of her life seems boring now. It's because she's given her minute information. Boring. It's because they haven't given their minds new information. fireflies he's viewing, what he's doing on the other side. In a time flow watching it, he already lived it, so I see it again. Is he a multiple reality being? Past, present, future simultaneously. When he thinks as a human, he's feeling the past visualized without time to undermine the trap. Here's the idea, he's already past. He's past the physical. Spirit sees no distinction between life or death, no clear line between the two. This is his light to review. Is he a multiple reality being? Past, present, future simultaneously. When he thinks as a human, he's feeling the past visualized without time to undermine the trap. In the light, reviewing it, reliving the experience. He has found the key. What will he do with it? Slip back into his life with a new agenda. Review it, relive it, cannot exhaust the idea. Is he a multiple reality being? Past, present, future simultaneously. When he thinks as a human, he's feeling the past visualized without time to undermine the trap. Can't exhaust the potentials in the quantum field. Things fashioned from atoms, congealed ideas, spinning back into it. Things fashioned from atoms, congealed ideas, spinning back into it. Can't exhaust the potentials in the quantum field. He already lived it, so I see it again. Is he a multiple reality being? Past, present, future simultaneously. When he thinks as a human, he's feeling the past visualized without time to undermine the trap. Here's the idea. Hollow lines on poor man's ground, media blackout on sacred ground, historical gatherings protesting the greed, all an outcome of pipeline dreams, red eagle protectors watching the crowd, citing defenses to mercenaries who fire bullets with impunity. Working machinations in pipeline dreams. Pulling a medic from a moving vehicle.
vehicle, offers of help being forced away. Lethal round fired at horseback riders, unleashing the dogs into the crowds. All an outcome of pipeline dreams. Pain-inducing deuterium tones. Alvin was threatened 45 years in jail. Confronted violently by guards. Brutal assault, excessive force, lack of accountability. All an outcome of pipeline dreams.
Right, my Margaret? Yeah.
They are all noble beings who will learn to not just master the lack in their lives, but to master the unknown in their lives. There's mysteries in life, deeper mysteries, and with the proper knowledge and disciplines, they will explore it. In new, exciting ways. In new, exciting ways. To know what happens when colors pass from this plane. How they shift to infrared. Visiting all the people they left behind. See all their loved ones, show them that they are alright, and say goodbye. In the age of transition, the vision was laid out in a secret source document, strategic trends report, an international congress, Agenda 21. Constructivism was being taught, infecting the public. Thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe. Mother Earth's surface supposedly shielded, Pacifical diversity, wildlife projects. They tried to take away private property rights, but the righteous defenders did away with that. Thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe. Genetic engineering, brain chip enhancements, secondary bionic implementations, Commander Gates and Fractal smash their memory drives, modifying DNA from external drives. Thievery deluxe, 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 thievery deluxe. They won't let them do it. Thievery deluxe, thievery deluxe property. Thievery energy will fight. Thievery won't let them do it. Thievery stand up to them. Thievery they are programs. Thievery deluxe. Thievery won't let them do it. Thievery they have the right. Thievery deluxe on our property. Thievery SJ will fight. Thievery won't let them do it. Thievery stand up to them. They are not programs. Fever Eagle Loves. 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 In a planet. Scholars near a beef. And Anthony. San Anthony. Scholars near a beef. Yeah, really. Don't Humvee the buffalo. Don't ignite fires outside the peaceful camp. Don't Humvee the buffalo. People have names, don't write numbers on them. Don't arrest the elderly. Don't even try to stare down a child's eyes. Don't use dog kettles on the protectors. Don't Humvee the buffalo. Don't deploy tear gas and pepper spray. Don't Humvee the buffalo. Certainly don't unleash your dogs on them. Keep the oil in the ground. Don't threaten poor people's water supply. Don't taser them in the face or rubber bullet point blank. Don't Humvee the buffalo. Don't accuse veterans of not thinking straight. Release the GoFundMe. That will keep them fed as they righteously defend. They are not the enemy. Don't even try to stand by the sheriff's lies. They can't intimidate them like they did civilians. You'll never stop fighting them. He won't forget being pushed around as a child. His life being disrupted. He lives in a peaceful town now, but flies out to hell in the front lines. He lives in a peaceful town now, but flies out to hell in the front lines. Maybe he's been thinking about his old friend Chase. They were both precocious. Like to have meaningful conversations. Children, you laugh at that now, but fondly. It was so naive back then. Override, out to help the water protectors. Waste no time. However, he is done with anger. Circular feelings that get him nowhere. He chooses to problem solve instead. Circular feelings that get him nowhere. He chooses to problem solve instead. He's on to the fire. This came at the end of a long puzzle string. Kleptography hidden in winged files. Puzzles, websites, obscure occult text, and references to illegal night skies. Second type of cryptography that can be embedded and transmitted using DNA. He knows the signature of people who could decrypt, uncovering night skies. information in here is medically related beyond his knowledge. Translate this message to different formats, but he can modify the stars align when covering illegal night skies. Illegal night skies can act remotely. Night skies control their drones. Night skies without users knowing. Illegal night skies have been disabled.
The outside skies and hack remote nights. This came at the end of a long puzzle stream.
She places in her frontal lobe an image and moves energy up from her most emotional centers to her brain. So the image won't be corrupted by her emotional body. She knows if she already feels the image she undermines the manifestation by those emotional workings. She cannot take a great potential and feel it from her past into an explanation, thereby never getting to experience fabulous kingdom from the mind can appear totally coherent to that law. Ultimate intent is to something she doesn't know. Closeness to her nature, something is waiting for her dream. Let's get down on the adage, a new take out in over existing. An old way of existing. He misses them. He hasn't communicated with them in some time. He knows they have a non-intervention rule. But what the heck he thinks Then in a moment they're right there in front of him. Two of the blue wings, well, we've gotta hand it to you. As your kind would sing, you stayed away from the other kind, and that's part of the test. Don't you know? After being momentarily stunned, Dagwood was about to ask them some questions. Just hold off on that, she said. We're trying to tell you something important, so please try and not interrupt. After you didn't go with the other kind and stayed away from identifying too strongly with your other life, they pretty much would have fed your alter ego, inflating you with all sorts of grandiose ideas and fake missions. Since you refrain from all that, you get to know something if you like. Shooting goodbye before you knew it. You clever. Do free energy devices really exist? If so, how does he and his great family make this information available to the world? He refuses to give up, and as he arrives to the scene, he sees Buffalo being rounded up unceremoniously and unrighteously. Do free energy devices really exist? If so, how does he and his great family make this information available to the world? Do free energy devices really exist? Do free energy devices really exist? Free energy devices really exist? If so, how does he and his great family make this information available to the world? Do these free energy devices really exist? He refuses to give up his calories that life of a He'll say no mercy. Yeah, we will please. He said to his calories that she's my first meet. I love me, Ruby. Let's be Ruby. As she breaks up these dark disease networks, she notices that there is a resistance to this purge, as if society's very foundation is built from corruption. But she knows that this is just a sign of her own frustration. In a way, heroin is right. No, she doesn't see the end inside. But then she remembers what put her on this track. To begin with, going from revelation, that blue flame was Isabella now sees our thought patterns that causes energy to collapse into form. That's what she understands. That's why she's a creator. Great sign, the ultimate mind. God collapses energy into every form. She accepts the new definition of the ultimate creator as an evolution within her. That mind can be the unified feel taking her own wine, pouring it into a larger vessel that you're in a one. Everything that has ever lived and will ever live, and its variances of potential is sitting inside of her brain. Her idea is the intent. The idea is a grain of sand of the spirit in alchemy, opening the seventh plane. Great sign, the ultimate mind. God collapses energy into every form. She accepts the new definition of the ultimate creator as an evolution within her. The grain of sand relaxing all the way to its beginning. Right next to 0 is sheer immortality for her. Sand relaxing all the way. Right next to 0 is sheer immortality for her. Right next to 0 is sheer immortality for her. To form, that's what she understands. It's why she's a creator. A great sign, the ultimate mind of God collapses energy into every form. She accepts the new definition of the ultimate creator as an evolution within her. That mind can be unified, feel taking her own wine and pouring it into a larger vessel that her and it are one. Everything that ever lived and will ever live, and its variances of potential sitting inside of her brain. She'll change her thoughts, and once the picture's in place, he'll teach Isabella to flash her picture within her frontal lobe. It's It's a great holographic projector. It just needs to be developed. She'll know about lucid thinking, the ability to think holographically. She'll accept her architect's design, dwelling on what she's seeing, dwelling on what she's seeing. Her subconscious will measure her emotional reactions to what she's seeing, measuring everything. She's reacting to when she holds the picture, the moment it knows that she is truly accepting it. The picture will go four-dimensional, and we'll prepare it for the builder. She's adept at holographic thinking. She'll accept her architect's design, dwelling on what she's seeing, dwelling on what she's seeing, dwelling on what she's seeing. And we'll prepare it for the builder. She's adept at holographic thinking. She'll accept her architect's design, dwelling on what she's seeing, dwelling on what she's seeing. And we'll prepare it for the builder. She's adept at holographic thinking. She'll accept her architect's design, dwelling on what she's seeing, and we'll prepare it for the builder. Withdrawing from her plans to step back and see the bigger view. She focuses for a while. She seemed in states face us not getting to that free space of information. It's just a nation, and the information comes. More information on where to go and when to strike and to do her own research, despite what corrupt media outlets report, to remain objective and to stay the course. And to stay the course. Objective. And to stay the course.
All right, you guys, that was it, man. That was it. 23 freaking songs, dude. You know, some of them were better than others, but wow. You know, it took me 9 months to do that. And I got a friend's party I'm going to be going to now. But I just want to say thank you very much for the kindness and being cool to me. Stay tuned. Like Fridays, I'm going to be interviewing people. It's going to be called Music Memories from the 20th century. And that's where we talk about when we were kids and what it was like in the radio and just things like that. Or if you were in a band or something like that, or if you knew people or you didn't know people, you could have been a loner. You could have been a loner like me, right? But I got out there and did stuff. But I just remember listening to music and music being like the ultimate medicine for me, you know? Wow. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, Roger. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you like that Bowie stuff. The last year's album might have been way better, but I just released it anyway. Thank you so much, Kirby. I want to talk to you. I hope everything's going well with you, my man. And Bunny Low Hop. Sometimes I think it's Bunny Hotep. Thank you so much. I met you on Discord. I like your music too, and looking forward to our future interactions. Yeah, Tat, man, this is so freaking cool. So freaking awesome, man. Some family members swung by too. And yeah, so you guys, this is me signing off, feeling like a UFO and wanting to leave, you know? Just like Mulder's poster he had there. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much for being kind to me. Deuces. See you on the next one.